do you reconcile the fact that Arsene Wenger earns £8 million per annum, and then his assistants are on 30 grand? How do you reconcile that?
8 million per annum and 30 grand per annum.
Yes. 8 million.
There's that laugh again.
No.
How do you reconcile that?
I shouldn't be laughing.
That numbers is a product of man's wickedness. His fellow human being, that's one. Arsene Wenger is a wicked
Can you
man.
reconcile that?
That's one. Secondly, Arsene Wenger is very greedy. I think we've had that discussion on one forum.
You see, Kingsley is even shocked. 8 million.
No, if you earn £8 million and your assistant earns 30 grand per annum, there's something wrong with the management. There's something wrong, not with Arsene Wenger, but with the management.
No, with the management, you know, see.
They are afraid of Arsene Wenger.
No, that's not how football works. Let's just understand how football works before we push blame to people. This is how football works. A coach picks his backroom staff and decide what they earn. This is how it is. It's like some oil companies will tell you, we're going to employ you, we'll give you a driver, we'll give you a cook and all that, but you can decide not to take the one we'll give you. You can decide to employ you. At the end of the month, you will write for the money. Now, many people go.
Are you telling me Steve Bolt earned 30 grand per annum?
Yes, that's what it ends. Now listen. Now what happens is they take the money and some people don't employ the driver. They put it in their pocket. That's exactly what Arsene Wenger is doing. They give him a budget. It's called the coaching staff budget. He's not willing to make sacrifice. When Mourinho employed Ferrer at Chelsea, he made sacrifice. He sleeved his own salary to make Ferrer happy. You understand? Wenger is not that kind of guy. You know, he carries this nice guy kind of person, but it's not that kind of guy.
Long story short, it means Arsene Wenger can actually take 1 million. He can actually take 1 million for what he currently earns and as in increase the salaries of all his coaches.
So the question now is, if you're being like this with money, with funds, why are you so conservative when it comes to buying players for the club, spending money for
That's how they would make him lose his job, because once they sleeve that power, he will not be able to control it anymore.
Don't miss the Conga Gadget event from 24th May to June 2nd.
Conga.com.
Yes, indeed. Sports Radio 88.9 Real FM, your champions now. Arsene Wenger causing a very, very shocked reaction from Kingsley Dehe when the figures have been 8 million to 30,000 pounds, and he's still the figure is still buggling Kingsley Dehe's mind. All right, but then we're not going to make it all about Arsenal this morning, because quite a lot is happening on as it concerns football. We're going to go to the phone lines now, 0700 889, even as we let you know that things are happening all around the big, beautiful world of football. Yes, indeed. And of course, still talking about Arsenal. I don't know how we can go away from this morning. One man has said, "Don't do this." Yes, don't, because there is no way. One of the conditions Anthony actually said they could give Arsene Wenger that will make him quit is to win the title. And a man who's worked under Arsene Wenger said, no, he can't do it. It's not going to happen, so he better leave now. I'm talking about Tony Adams. Tony Adams said, get out of there, just leave. This is the best time when you can leave, but will he do it? That's the question. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, man.
What's your name, bro?
Yeah, this Francis on the line.
All right, Francis. Why are you picking it up from?
Concerning this concerning this Arsene Wenger, I don't think what he's saying is right. Now he has won the FA Cup. Why can't he just resign? Actually, just resign. Just let the people know that, okay, I mean well for this club. Though I cannot continue, since I cannot continue making the fans of this club, because the fans are the most important part of the football club. Though, because they are the ones that will pay you, buy season tickets, buy merchandise. They are contributing their own quota to the finance of the club. Why can't you just resign and just leave?
All right, thank you so much. Well, I guess if you're earning £8 million a year, it might be a very, very difficult decision to actually take. But don't forget, I'm still trying to figure out who you're going to pick out of these two guys, Brownie Dare or Odion Judy Gallo. Anthony says he will go for Odion, and Legbete actually picked Brown Adair as added to the mix. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, members in the house.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Chidi.
All right, let's hear from you, Chidi.
If I should pick between Ide and Chidoza Igalo,
yes,
I'll pick Ide.
Why?
Because Ide will hold the play. and they play along with others. Then you can know without others, it won't be a striker. It won't do anything. So, and concerning Arsene Wenger, that's man humanity to man. They have the how will you be collecting 8 million? 8 million. I will be collecting 30,000. I won't pay for your downfall. I will pay for your sack. It's too much, you. That man no get conscience. Sorry, God.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to you. What's your name?
My name is Ibuka calling from Muslim.
All right. You need to wake up. You're sounding very sleepy.
Something I would choose a day because a day can play and give creating people to score, but Garo can only people can create a Garo to score and create a can score. Therefore, Arsenal Wenger, the man is a greedy man. How can you be eating sort of this money and leave your other to eating this kind of money? Eh? For the man, I think today itself, I think the man can stay. They can allow the man to stay because if that man want to leave Arsenal, if we don't leave since where all these insults, all these fans they insult him, leave, Arsenal should go. I don't think the man should leave. The man will stay because unless they force it or sack it. Now he can do it. By force, but he allow us to stay like this to destroy by himself. He can't do it. I know the man well.
All right, you know what they say: sticks and stones may break my bones. I'll let you finish it. Anthony Beckett have something.
You know, Arsenal fans are also part of the problem. As soon as Arsenal started winning again, they changed their voice, and there's no Arsenal fan that did not enjoy what happened on Saturday. They sang the name of Arsene Wenger in the stadium, and it felt very, very good. Arsene Wenger is out of contract with Arsenal. The problem is not whether he will go. The problem is if he will stay. They actually want him to stay.
I think the way that works, there is something called the individual merit. You know how they say if you trek in the desert and you've not had water for a very long time, if they give you one sachet of pure water for 1,000 naira, you get 10,000 for pocket, you buy. But you know one sachet is 10 naira. The Arsenal fans winning that FA Cup was sweet on two fronts. They were the underdog going into the finals. Arsene Wenger had also shifted ground a little bit. You know when you beat somebody for stubbornness, you can't notice a sign of repentance. You give him the benefit of the doubt. You understand? So on the individual merits of that game, I'm Arsene Wenger's worst critic. I'm his worst critic myself, and maybe.
But you enjoyed it.
Yes. No, not that I enjoyed it. I think Arsenal gets more than in the last 10 years. Arsenal should have won at least 5 titles. They have the team to have won 5 titles. 5. The season Eduardo got injured, they should have won that title. Should have wrapped it up. It was bad coaching that has led to Arsenal not winning some of these titles. Now, having said that, you must also give credit to the man because he changed his tactics in the last 10 games. And that now, somebody like me don't cry for this. What Arsenal need is tactical. What will save them is tactical. So since he changed it, it has worked. You have to give him credit for that. You can't be killing him again. Why did you change? Why did you win the FA Cup? That would be beef. Now they call beef.
But I don't know. There's something they say too little, too late. Does that fall into this category? I mean, coming at this time after so many years in the wilderness. Is this the time when he will,
they always say there is light at the end of the tunnel. If you judge with the last 8 games or the last 9 games, you think of good things to come. Nobody believed that Arsenal, forget the red card or the handball, Arsenal had played Chelsea. And that is, if that's an indication of what Arsene Wenger and Arsenal can do, a lot of people will say let him stay. That is the argument. So it's in a very strong position right now.
No, the signs, let's be honest, the signs from this new change,
Good.
and with the things when we say the board they talk, if the board agrees to, okay, one, we will strengthen our ability to buy players that we need. We have the money. Alisha Usmanov and Stan Kroenke combined dwarf, Alisha Usmanov alone dwarf Roman Abramovich right now in terms of money, financial capacity. So the two of them combined will run any club owner in the EPA to the bush. Go drive the entire bush if they want to spend the money. What they're saying now is, you know what? We've let you do it your way because we're new owners. We came into the system. We're trying to settle in. But right now, at this rate, if we continue like this, now relegation will go to look so because we cannot compete. we want to compete now. We're willing to spend the money, but we don't think you will spend the money because of your conservative nature. We're going to bring an extravagant person who will spend the money, but be willing to use those players. Don't come and tell us the Glenn Hoddle style. Not be me buy them, so I not for use them. You understand?
All right. That figure earlier on, so shocking that Mr. Eden did not believe it. So we've been doing some
okay.
checking up.
It's per week. Per week.
Exactly.
30,000. Aston gets what's it called? 165,000 per week, which is the highest in the Arsenal.
Yes, while Steve Ball gets 30,000. But then when you
per annum is 8 million.
8 million, yes. But then his assistant now gets 1.5.
It's still very way off.
So yeah, it is. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous.
I saw the expression in
both of them combined get about 10 million pounds, with about 8 of that going to Arsene Wenger.
Let me tell you the shocking part of the Arsenal team. The physio of Arsenal, which is the keyest place of the team when you go to fitness and the rest, fitness and their performance coach, Tony Colbert gets 2,500 per week, which is very poor. Shed Forsyth gets 2,500, which is 2,500. And then
for the players, Alexis.
All right, I need to take some calls before we wrap it up, gentlemen.
140.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
My name is Marcel Mega on the line.
All right, quickly, Marcel.
Arsenal club is this Lawenda Father's property.
No.
Secondly, they say what does it profit a man and get this what and lose his soul. That's in that day. That the Arsenal supporters and those who are employing that, they are not to decide whether we will say or goal. We are not the one that's saying we are just saying our club. But whatever they decide to do, we are going to take what about supporters complaining, Thank you very much, guys.
All right, thank you so much. But then, before we wrap it all up, let's leave it with the man himself, Arsene Wenger, le professeur.
I said last week this team will win the championship with one or two good buys and keep them together. And I think we are on a good way. I'm very proud for having done two things that have not been done: is to win the championship without losing a game and win 7 FA Cups. So it's not easy, believe me. We have a board meeting on Tuesday, and I think Wednesday, Thursday will be clearer.
There can only be one. Sports Radio, 88.9, Brilla FM.
Every Tuesday at Dollar Champion Sports for the 88.9 Brilla FM. I'm sure you are back to work after the public holiday. It's time to check out what the papers are about this morning as we serve you today's edition of Sports Pages. I am Victor.